Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Poetry Podcast. In the last episode, I promised that this month I would read some Shakespearean sonnets for you. Part of me wishes I hadn't made that promise because I've felt inspired by so many other poets this month, but it's a good tribute because Shakespeare is what gave me the idea to start this podcast in the first place. So, in tribute to the man that started it all and gave me the idea to start this podcast, I am going to read for you 3 sonnets. I'm going to read for you the first sonnet that I ever learned. I'm going to read a very famous sonnet. And finally, I'm going to read a sonnet that I just particularly like. And for an extra bit of fun, I'm going to read them all in a received pronunciation British accent. Because why not? So are you to my thoughts as food to life, or as sweet seasoned showers are to the ground. And for the peace of you I hold such strife as twixt a miser and his wealth is found. Now, proud as an enjoyer, and anon doubting the filching age will steal his treasure. Now, counting best to be with you alone, than better that the world may see my pleasure. Sometime all full with feasting on your sight, and by clean starved for a look, possessing or pursuing no delight save what is had or must from you be took. Thus do I pine and surfeit day by day, or gluttoning on all or all away. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed, and every fair from fair sometime declines by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou owest, nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growest. So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. Let those who are in favour with their stars of public honour and proud titles boast, whilst I, whom fortune of such triumph bars, unlooked for, joy in that I honour most. Great princes' favourites their fair leave spread, but as the marigold at the sun's eye, and in themselves their pride lies buried, for at a frown they in their glory die. The painful warrior famous for might, after 1,000 victories, once foiled, as from the book of honour razed quite, in all the rest forgot for which he toiled. Then happy I, that love and am beloved, where I may not remove, nor be removed. Thank you so much for tuning in to this month's episode of the Poetry Podcast, the podcast for short story and poetry lovers the world over. For your reference, the sonnets that I read in this episode are Sonnet 75, Sonnet 18, and Sonnet 25. We'll see you next month. Thank you.